Last time on Cursebreaker, we spent a lovely morning in lamplight looking out over the bay and sipping our tea. Though our future is uncertain, it was obvious that Vindorn is where we needed to be. Holly served up another turbo portal and we spent some time in Hogwild before getting back out on the road. Now, as we search the smoldering ruins around the mountains, a refugee reaches out to save us from certain death. Or he's going to eat us. The area that you're in is a sort of canyon almost, where the left side of the mountains actually overhang, and underneath that kind of overhang is where this furbolg is leading you into the dry brush. And he says,
"You must follow with me. It's deeper here. It's safe."
So nice to help us kobolds. Yes.
Why are you all out in the bright sunlight?
Lost our home.
Yes,
Burned down.
very sad, very sad.
I hope I'm not leading you right back towards danger if you're fleeing from this mountain.
We like danger.
Danger is all of our middle names.
Consider me substantially confused. Also, you can call me Kevin.
and he leads you further into the mountain. You now enter into a narrow chamber that a few of you have to actually hunch down in to crawl through. But it widens out into a large cylindrical chamber that goes down pretty darn far in a sort of spiral that you can walk down. Scoping out this place, you can see maybe 15, 20 other people, kobolds, furbolgs, some humans even. Maybe people from that burned village seem to have all accumulated here in this little refugee camp.
From Snack's perspective, are furbolgs like commonly down here? Or?
Yeah, no, you guys don't really like interface, and so it must be that like their habitat was destroyed, hence they're in the mountain. But they are not cave dwellers.
Very curious.
Excuse me. Are you all trying to stay away from the dragon?
We've done a good enough job avoiding them living here. He does not have a presence at night, so that is when we search for resources.
Ah, yes, dragon sleep time.
Where did he go at night?
Yes, Munch. Excellent question. Where are the dragons at night?
It points vaguely upward and it says,
It roosts in the caldera, but we dare not go.
Yes.
No one brave enough to take on the dragon I see.
it avoids your eyes and sheepishly kind of looks around. He leads you down to the center of this chamber at the very bottom, and there's a pool of fresh water that he gestures to that you can all rest and drink if you need to. Let me get a perception check from everybody.
Yes, perception.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Red is my
4.
kobold die.
15.
18.
9.
Dirty. 20.
Okay. 15, 18, and dirty 20. As you all come to stop by this shallow pool at the bottom of the cavern here, there's a cross-legged figure that has a large blanket over its shoulders, and it is staring at a wet cave wall. And you see its chest kind of rise and sink as it breathes, but other than that, it looks completely stationary. It's a rather large figure, and something about it looks familiar even from behind.
Tibio makes his way over. He's trying to not speak as much as possible. He knows that he's going to give the shit away because his accent and his
I think we all did.
inability to be sketchy.
I think we all did telepathy before we came out here too, so
Yeah.
we can still do telepathy. That's it. So I think we can all talk in our minds still.
Yeah, I'm going to head over to that figure.
Okay. You kind of get to its side enough that you can see its face in profile, even with the blanket over its head a little bit, and you see Dohr. though he looks a little different. He's got some burns. He's also missing his eyebrows. His eyes look glassy, and he looks broken. And he's just kind of staring forward.
In my mind, I call out to everyone. Everyone, Dohr is over here. Uli, you must come. And then I'm going to go over to Dohr and kneel in front of him and give him a healing word.
So from Dohr's perspective, a random kobold is coming up to him and trying to heal him.
Yep.
Okay. And then 4 more kobolds come over.
3
Okay.
HP.
So you, I suppose you actually don't have to touch him for this. So you grant him a healing word from a safe distance. And
Yeah, I just kind of kneel in front of him, trying not to be intimidating at all.
okay. I think you see his eyes flick from the wall to you for a second and then back to the wall. He barely acknowledges what just happened. And then Uli kind of steps into frame here.
Dohr, I know I don't look like me, but it's Uli.
He turns to look at you.
Hey, what's going on? Why are you here?
He's like looking straight at you in your eyes, and then you see him like shake his head. And then he like looks back at the ground.
I speak into his... No, he wouldn't like that. Well, it might get him to react. I message him.
Okay.
Dohr, it's Uli.
You see him take a deep breath, and then he abruptly like reaches out in front of him, kind of towards Tibio, and grabs a rock off the ground, and he just starts smashing himself on the forehead over and over again.
No, we're not going to... I grapple him.
I help. I hop up and grab his arm.
Okay. Let's have both of you give me a grapple check.
Holly, in kobold form, is picks up another rock and like starts smashing it against the cave floor. Like, yes, rock smash. Like to just like look like we're just having a good old time over here. Nothing to see, folks.
Is it just a strength?
Yeah.
Snack, help me. Smash
18.
rocks.
14.
Okay. Yeah, Uli, you're able to restrain him pretty effectively. He does not seem to have any of the same fight that he used to.
Dohr, stop. Stop hurting yourself. What happened?
He's like staring right into your eyes, and he just says, "Uli."
Yeah, it's me. I'm in disguise. But I'm still me.
He looks at Tibio, and he says, "Uli."
That one's Tibio.
I'm Tibio. I'm sorry, Dohr. We are in disguise. We are trying to fight the dragon. Are you okay? Where is Ilya?
He looks around a little bit more, and he sees Snack in there, and he just kind of like looks at the rest of you, looks back towards Uli, and he says, "I lost them."
Lost how? Like, lost track of? Or,
We were coming up the trail north towards Vindorn, and it descended on us.
the dragon?
The people who found me, these people. And he gestures towards the cavern and says, "They found me in a footprint that was a foot deep.
That's a pretty big foot.
My horse burst beneath me."
Okay. Ilya?
And he says, "Yet I survived." And he drops his blanket, and you see this huge empty space on his back where a death ward tattoo used to be.
Well,
And the grim realization comes when he says, "Nobody else made it."
no, that can't be right. You just lost track of them. Ilya's fine. She fights. She's a fighter. Right?
He doesn't even blink, but you see his eyes just water.
No, it's fine. She's fine. We'll find her. Right?
Yes, I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. Let's just make sure that Dohr is okay first. We can talk more about it later.
She's fine. She'll be fine.
I'm sure. Yes, of course.
I telepathy to Bert.
But can you provide any more healing? I'm not very strong at it yet. I did not do very much good.
I don't know what he can do. I think he's physically okay, but he just lost his sister. I don't know how I can help him.
I see.
Maybe he just needs time, and we need to look out for Uli too.
Is there a way that we can send him home?
I'm not ready.
You see him start to like tremble, like really shake, and he says,
I can't go back out there.
Okay. So, okay, Dohr, you will stay here, and I take off Ronnie's robe and I put it on his shoulders.
okay.
So he is not going to have to eat or drink for a week. He can just survive.
Tibio, you become hungry.
I did not know it did that.
Yeah. About that time, you hear
It's not much for eating, but it's
he holds up a couple of loaves of obviously hard bread. And he says,
it's for sharing if you need it.
Yes, more for hot rocks.
Yes, of course. Well, we already brought some food. I think we are okay. You may have some as well. And I cast create food and water. So I'm going to try to do this behind my robe cloak and just make 45 pounds of food, 30 gallons of water.
any specific like type or meats, grains?
I mean, he likes bread, so it's all bread.
Okay. Yeah, tons of bread, and then, I don't know, maybe there's like a little pyramid of sausages that roll onto the floor there. His eyes kind of go wide, and you see a couple other refugee kobolds like peer over the edges of this kind of like spiral that leads down. Kevin looks up at all the hungry kobolds, and he says,
Not we must ration this precious resources.
and you hear a kobold drop down into this kind of central area, and he's like holding out both of his hands, and he's like,
Please.
Snack sees this coming and goes over and just starts throwing bread around the room.
okay.
So
Yeah.
Fight.
Perfectly according to plan, you see the kobolds disperse to corners instead of going after the main supply in the middle.
okay. Yes, well, I think everyone is well fed.
Snack, how often can you cast this one? Are we good?
Cast? Yeah, yes, we're fine. I can do this whenever I want.
You throw a loaf of bread and it kind of skips across the ground and it disappears behind two overlapping walls that hid a little entrance to something deeper within the mountain.
Snack will investigate this.
Please roll an investigation check. That's not great.
Holly's following Snack because she's just copying everything he's doing still because she's having a lot of fun being a kobold.
Yeah.
11.
She's going to investigate too.
Please, yeah.
Yes, walls, yes. Nat 20.
Wow.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, Snack, you are like getting back into your kobold senses, investigating like the darkness here and getting up close to the rocks to like look at signs of travel and what creatures may have been coming here, what this pathway was used for. And then Kobold Holly just points to this large, very obviously man-made stack of rocks that just escaped your notice entirely. But Snack, you recognize a rock talk, a sign left by kobolds for other kobolds.
What does this rock talk say?
It is a tall stack of rocks that is leaned precariously on a stick. Look, it could fall at any moment. This signifies that there are traps within.
Excellent work, Holly.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry. Whoa. Excellent work, Snatch.
Oh, yes. I
Yes.
forgot to.
Anything Snack can do, Snatch can do better.
This is very true, TBO, yes.
No, I didn't say this, Timmy. I should have.
Right, we can redo it. So good.
This right here, Snatch, it, of course you already know this, but this indicates that future traps lay ahead.
Traps are, and Holly is standing really straight, like she's in school reciting a poem or something she memorized, and she's saying, traps are for friends and enemies.
Yes.
Yes.
Why don't you go ask Munch to see what he sees ahead?
Munch! Holly runs off to find him.
Yes, Snatch.
You must come and see this thing, a surprise we found.
Well, I'm surprised.
Yes. Holly's gonna telepathy everyone and say, hey, come over here. We found something on this wall. I found something. Not snack. Thank you.
Uli has bread that she's not eating and just is smiling really wide. What? Yes. Yes. What did we find?
Emery KoBOLD comes up behind you guys, and he's got a sausage on each claw. And he's just like,
Yeah. What did you find?
It's traps. Right, Snack.
C-.
What?
Snatch. It's fine. We don't need to practice that. But yes, be careful. There are traps ahead.
Snack, beyond that, Rock Talk is an additional one made on a smaller scale. But it is one large rock circled by many, many small pebbles. This signifies a great dragon dwells here.
I will relay this information. This is where the dragon dwells, apparently.
Great, let's go.
Wait, he lives here?
Well, somewhere this direction, yes, there's traps and a dragon.
Oh, we did learn that he loves traps.
Yes. There's no reason to sit around and think. Let's go.
Well, that's
Should we?
I mean,
Tim, where are you going?
should we stay and keep an eye on Dohr?
Let's do this in our heads, maybe.
Snug, I do not like doing this voice. It hurts very much.
Yeah, we're all by ourselves. We really don't have to do that anymore.
Holly says in our heads, hey, come around the wall here. We can be alone.
Yes. Bert, maybe just tell my parents where to find him. And then he'll be fine. Everything's fine.
is that going to send your parents up here to get him? That sounds dangerous.
Well, I don't want to just leave him here.
I think he's okay for now. I
Perhaps-
mean,
Yeah, what if I let Bidet keep him company?
That's actually really sweet.
Bidet loves to talk about death and might
That's
ease his...
maybe not then.
Like
Unless
a,
he...
like a therapy donkey.
Can he talk?
Right.
Oh, he can't talk to him. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
even
Okay.
better.
yeah, I'll be right back. I go over with my lamp and try to covertly have a donkey fall out of it.
It actually doesn't take much. I think the smell of the sausages by itself, is enough. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's just a pile
Weird
of
donkey.
crumbs left by the bread.
He knows there's crumbs left out there. Bidet slithers out of your lamp and plops on the ground. And then he says, "Is this my new resting place?"
Let's not talk about that, Bidet. Let's be a little more optimistic. Dohr, I am Snack the Kobold, and I am beseeching thee with mine donkey, Bidet.
That's accurate for snack.
Bidet, this is Dohr. He is your temporary master while we go fight a dragon.
Bidet says, "So be it."
Dohr, anything to say to Bidet?
Dohr is in the midst of eating. He holds out one greasy hand. Bidet gives it a lick, and then Dohr looks at you and just nods.
Wonderful. Bidet?
Oh, I have a choice?
No, I was going to give you another command.
Oh, yes, master.
I lift up his ear. Bidet. I think Dohr here is down a sibling and is quite upset. Try not to speak of death too much and keep him warm.
Okay. Well, I know some pretty good jokes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect, yes.
We all walk away. And
Can you
just
tell
go,
me one first before I go?
Just a donkey screaming at him.
Tell me one of the jokes first. I'm going to share that with the rest of the party here.
What do you call an immortal donkey?
What do I call an immortal donkey?
Bidet.
I was gonna say ass from the past.
Oh, that's better. It ambles towards Dohr and just kind of wraps its big stupid head around Dohr, right around his shoulder, and then just gives his neck a huge lick.
Ugh.
And you hear Dohr just go. The tiniest exhale of enjoyment.
And Dohr just for safety reasons, I want you to have this. And I take out one of the bear traps.
He he like holds it in his hands and he like pries it apart so it's like almost set completely, and then he kind of feels it spring back closed, and then he looks at you and he just gives like a big approving nod, like, yeah, okay.
All right. Keep a day away from it, though. Farewell.
As you're walking away, you just hear, thank you.
All right.
Aw, but they found a friend again.
You rejoin your little family right in front of that cave entrance.
All right, let's go. Everything is fine, and we're gonna get through this.
Uli, I am sure that we will find Ilya. I am sure. As soon as this dragon is dispatched, we will be able to look for her yes.
Yeah, I'm sure too. I'm totally positive about that.
Uli, if your sister is
She's
not well, just speaking hypothetically, I'm sure I could find another immortal donkey, and perhaps you could have that one. It seemed to help Dohr quite a bit.
Thank you.
It's almost the same as a sister.
Thank you, Snack.
Yes.
Are we out of the sight of the other kobolds?
Yeah.
Bert's going to get out his book and write a quick message. Dear Ilya, you said you owe me 2 at this point, so it really wouldn't be fair if you were dead. Let us know. Sincerely, Bert.
You see message received.
Oh. Uli, I think we are going to find your sister.
Okay, yeah? Are you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, thank God. I didn't know what I was going to tell Mom.
She really needs to stop pretend dying all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be good to tell your parents that Dohr is alive and we know where he is, and that Ilya is alive and we are working on finding her.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, you want me to write your parents?
I mean, I can't, so. Yeah.
I will do that.
Thank you.
Can we just say I did it?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
I
great.
was gonna say I don't think we've even used their names before.
Yeah.
Vesha and Ben.
Dear
Vesha and
mom
Ben.
and dad.
Yeah.
But not that.
Yeah,
Those mom and
but
dad.
not my mom and dad. In parentheses. You all begin down this tunnel, and it slowly gets a little bit more narrow until the tallest of you are sort of half hunching. When you pass the last kind of tangent that would have sent you into some other direction, some other dead end, Snack, your senses are coming back to you. You're kind of cave wayfinding. It's quite easy for you to choose the path that goes further here. In this tunnel, it's exceptionally easy because it is the tunnel that is gusting at you every now and again.
I think we're getting close. We will soon maybe be closer to the dragon, and
You hear an uneasy silence and something droning really low in the distance, just kind of constantly, endlessly. You also smell fire smoke and dead rot kind of intermingled.
Like actual dead things.
is this like a normal smell in places like this?
In parts of it, yes.
Yeah.
You're all walking down this tunnel for about a minute, and then you feel a sudden rush of air. I need everyone to make a strength save.
I still got that Dave patch.
Oh no.
Strength save.
20.
1.
16.
13.
9.
All right. 9, 1, and 13.
Cold, that one's going in dice jail.
Do not fare so well. Each of you take 6 bludgeoning damage as you are tumbling backwards over stalagmites that are sticking up out of the ground. Some of them get like lodged straight into your spine as you're not sorry, they don't stab through you. They poke you real hard in the back and it hurts.
Ow, what was that?
Oof.
Snack. That was the trap. The trap goes every minute.
Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. This trap goes off every minute. We must be more careful.
Wow. Snack, thank you.
Yes.
Snack, I thought you were going to warn us more effectively.
Well, I figured it was obvious that there was a trap here, so...
What can we do? We just need to hold on to something when the trap goes off?
Yeah, when the air is blowing, you just kind of grab onto something, be safe, kind of like this. Yeah, just follow my lead. This won't happen again.
It might have escaped your mind to even mention the trap, because in a lot of ways, the mountain is the trap. Every minute, the trap fires off. The trap reaches for miles and miles through this mountain. They are all interconnected, and they all function off of a single connective point. But it's sort of weird for you to live in a world that doesn't have a trap counting the time, because every minute for your entire life, you would hear this thing go off, and you would hear screams, and you would hear rushing, and water, and bones, and fire, and spikes, and iron, and arrows.
Ah, yes. The beautiful passage of time in the caverns here. You must realize that every minute this happens, and just pay attention next time, of course.
I need a strength save from all of you.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability.
17.
19.
9.
12.
I'm going to give myself Bull's Strength, which gives me advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And my carrying capacity doubles. I've never used this spell. Holly grows some buff arm muscles and her thighs roid out. But you can't see that because it's under her dress, which is under her KoBOLD disguise.
Layers.
Layers. So advantage on a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was good. 19.
All right. That would be Snack and Bert, actually. Do not succeed this.
Oof.
The two of you are thrown onto stalagmites for 4 bludgeoning damage each.
How long does Bull's strength last?
An hour.
Nice. Maybe the smaller of us should hang on to the stronger of us.
Snack, I was following your lead and it happened again.
Yes, well, you forgot one of my other lessons. Don't trust anyone.
Except for your friends. And I take hands in my hands. I take Tibio's hands and Bert. Hand. One hand
Can
each.
I like cast guidance on myself every minute?
I think so.
Okay.
The ground starts to slope down a little bit, and the ceiling rises at the same time. And eventually you come to a narrow rope bridge that is kind of suspended by little spikes in the wall that have been tied to the planks of the bridge. It is of KoBOLD construction, which is to say it'll disintegrate at any moment.
Oh boy.
And the buffeting trap still goes in here?
Yeah, you're still on a single narrow tunnel.
Yeah, let's wait for the trap to go off. Wow, they repaired this bridge. It's all right. Great.
The wind gust comes, and I'll give everybody... actually, I'll just give everybody a pass on this one, since you're all just sitting there bracing for it.
Woo!
Yeah, the gust comes and goes, and that leaves you 1 minute to cross this bridge. Who's going first?
Holly runs across.
Holly, you have a broom you could fly on.
Oh my god, my broom. I forgot about it.
Holly runs across.
Okay, Holly runs across, but then she remembers she has a broom halfway.
Okay.
And then she tries to hop on the broom instead.
Yeah, Holly, you get about halfway, and you hear a kind of snapping noise, and the bridge kind of leans a little bit more to one side than the other. And you hop on your broom and finish off the rest of the journey there. For the first time, you all see Holly as a KoBOLD hop onto this old straw witch's broom, and just kind of flies right down the tunnel to the end of the bridge.
Perfect.
When I fly around my broom, Sal just like hangs off the front of it with
Hang in
like
there, Sal.
the hang in there cat
Yeah.
face. But he's like comfortable. He's fine.
Yeah.
But he just is like, yeah.
Yeah,
Snack flies across.
perfectly safe. Who's next?
All right. Boy, the three of us should really learn how to fly, eh?
Yeah.
Can I carry anyone with my broom?
You can carry a small folk. You can carry Bert or Tibio.
Holly zooms back and she picks up Bert.
Okay.
Well,
Here we go. And she flies us back across.
Here we go.
Do you want to go first or should I?
We could go together. I could dimension door us.
Okay, that works even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Let's do that. I don't surge.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay. Pretty simple process. Uli, you've been through this a few times. You grab Tibio's hand and slip through the dimension door to the other side of the bridge.
all right. Brace for the next trap.
Okay. Yeah, you all wait for another gust to go. Hunker down for 30 seconds or so. The blast goes, and you continue on. I need perception checks from each of you.
Perception.
19.
8.
7.
16.
7.
Okay, so this half of the table, that'd be Tibio, Snack, and Uli, pretty close to the same time discover the gimmick with this next section. There are a couple of water runoff holes in the ground here, almost perfectly circular, about the size of a grapefruit, some of them, others about the size of a watermelon, most of them about 15 feet deep, some a little shallower. The three of you have fallen into these holes, maybe one leg, maybe both, and you are just now starting to discover that there are very much alive rats in these holes, and they're extremely hungry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
My skeleton is in the hole.
True.
Just a thought.
You do not experience any biting at this point, but you do notice the wiggling and scurrying against your stuck legs.
My bone dog barks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dogs are barking.
I don't like this. No. Get me out. Get me out.
What are you guys doing in there?
Help. There are rats.
I think there are some sort of creatures. Yes, rats may be in the holes.
Oh, one of them is trying to get out my pants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Uli, come out.
And I use my spines and bones to give her a hand.
Can I see any rats? Or they're just hidden in the holes?
If you look down into the holes, you'll see a few of them have live rats in them.
Holly's going to fly around on her broom, fire bolting into holes.
Okay. Jesus. Yeah, you guys are working on a winching Uli out of one of the rat holes. Meanwhile, Holly flies up and down, just kind of like carpet bombing this area.
Oh my God.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
With Firebolt as my whack. Firebolt is a cantrip, so I can just keep casting it.
They have all their little feet. Oh, the tails.
Yeah. Tibio, you're able to extract Uli from that hole, and when you do, you see that there are two rats just hanging onto her clothes as she's being pulled up.
Why does this always happen to me?
I reach out and gently pluck them off of her. I'm going to be nice to the rats. I mean, Tibio doesn't assume that any small creature is bad off the bat.
Flee, vermin, or I will scorch you. I yell at my foot that's stuck in the hole.
Bert's going to peek in Snack's hole.
Whoa.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep, you got rats in here. That's your problem. I'm gonna word of radiance them.
What does that do?
It's a holy AoE.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Con save.
The rats look up at you, and they're just like, you can't take away a free meal. What the hell? Nat 20.
Oh, those rats are fine.
The rat rises from the hole, its eyes dripping with black shadow, staring at you, Bert, and it says, "We will not be stopped by the likes of you."
Okay, sorry.
It goes back in the hole. Now about that nibble.
I had the rats that I plucked off of Uli. I'm going, you're going to have a nice day if you go back in the hole where you belong. Have a good one. See you later.
Snack, I have decided to be a good kobold and betray you. You're on your own.
Wonderful.
It's delighted.
That's a sign of true friendship.
Am I still stuck?
You're still stuck.
I'm going to try to pull my foot out.
Give me a strength check with disadvantage to pull yourself out.
5.
You begin to struggle.
I'm going to reach for his hand.
The rats make an attack with 16.
Well, that's going to hit me.
Okay.
All right, and there's 30 rats, so...
Yeah. That is 1 piercing damage. I need you to make a con save.
Oh no, are they toxic rats?
Just rabid.
9.
Okay. Snack is poisoned.
So I helped Uli out, but I didn't get myself out. So I'm going to do that now also.
Okay, I need a strength with disadvantage, and then Uli is helping Snack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going to pick him up by the scruff.
Okay. I just need a strength. No, I think you can just get him out by yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uli, I think one of my toe bones is stuck in a crevasse. I'm not sure.
All right, here. And I, scoop him up by the armpits.
Skelepits.
Hang on to your bones.
Yeah. You kind of slacken all of your bones to slip off of you so you can more easily come out of there, and they reform as you're set back onto the ground.
Perfect.
Tibio's more liquid than anything these days. But yeah, you're out of your rat hole as well.
Wonderful. Coming out of my hole, and I'm feeling just fine.
I hate when this happens. I think we should fight the dragon a different day. I don't feel great.
Snack, you are clammy and sweaty, and you have disadvantage on strength, dex, and con.
Do you need anything?
Um,
Some ginger ale?
do you see any cave moss that I usually eat that when this happens?
I have good moss.
You have good. What's wrong with the
You
cave
want some-
moss?
That's all I have.
Okay,
Here's some good moss.
I'll try it.
This is better moss.
Okay. Yes, I will eat some of this.
Which I don't think tastes bad to him anymore.
That's right. It's edible. Bitter, but edible.
Live moss.
Does that cure? Does that cure poison?
No.
No.
I feel so much better.
Good for you, though.
Snack. Now that my betrayal is complete, I guess I can help you out a little bit. And I cast a lesser restoration.
Whoa!
A little bit of a Lester there.
Thank you, Bert.
Feeling better?
Yes, I feel almost 100%.
That's bad. Yeah.
Bert's like an A minus.
Wonderful. One moment, please. And I go over to the hole, and then I just like breathe fire into the hole, and it like shoots out of the other ones nearby.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Toasty.
Yeah, you
Always
see,
wanted to do that.
you see like rat fur like fly up from the other holes as these interconnected things are scorched to a crisp.
Hey, how long's it been since that last air trip?
You realize that the air trap is even worse here because the air trap is accompanied by a water deluge. I need everybody to make a strength save with disadvantage
Yeah, no problem.
as
Come
the
on.
water and air pilot.
Natural 20 and a 19.
I rolled 2s both times.
I rolled 2 3s.
That's incredible.
21.
Okay.
With
At my
disadvantage?
I had a 14 and a 13.
Snack, how'd you fare?
6.
Okay, so we got Snack,
5.
Holly, and Tibio are actually pushed back into the former area.
Into a rat hole.
Actually, it would be the bridge plummet.
Oh,
Some of the water kind of like rushes over to that and almost falls off the edge there, kind of pushing you all the way back. I need an easy dexterity save from the three of you.
Natural 20.
Nice.
11.
I got a 5, but I just don't know how this is working with my broom situation. Is it like full on water?
Yeah, I think you like.
Just got caught in a wave?
I think you were knocked off of your broom.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. None of you so poorly that you were thrown off of the cliff, but you're all kind of sent back to that, and we'll have to walk over the rat holes again.
Damn, that was an easy save.
The broom is just fine with Sal now by itself.
Sure. Yeah. The broom catches back up with you and kind of offers its services again.
Watch out for the holes this time.
Just actually give me a dexterity check to kind of quick hop over these holes and get back to your party.
12.
24.
Okay. Snack. The owner of these mountains. About halfway through, you fall in so that both legs are in two separate holes again.
Was it 12?
The last time he was here, he was a very small kobold.
Yeah, much more nimble.
Eyes were not quite adjusted. I'm just gonna be flying again.
Okay, yeah. You can raise yourself out of those holes to fly again.
Okay.
And Holly, obviously, you can just skip to the end with your broom.
Yeah. And then she's like, being like, Snack, come on. We got places to be. You're doing this again. You got to be doing it on purpose.
I am doing it on purpose. I'm showing you all how to not do this good. Now you know.
thank you.
Race you to the next room.
Brilliant, master.
Perfect.
Holly, as you move into the next room, the hallway kind of chokes down to a little portal that you have to kind of step through awkwardly. But when you come into the next chamber after that, you notice that there are these webs everywhere, kind of dull purple in color, unlike anything you've ever seen. It almost looks like cotton candy strung from wall to wall, but they look old.
Holly sniffs them
They smell old.
like dust.
Yeah, like dust.
Holly licks it. No, I'm just kidding.
Holly eats all of the webs before anyone steps foot in there.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to burn them. Holly steps back and she puts a hand out for Uli, who's coming in next, and says, hold. And then she goes, pew, 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 and shoots a bunch of fire bolts right in a row just around the room to burn all the purple web.
Yeah, you shoot off the first firebolt, and what comes out is a smattering of sparks.
From me?
Uli, as you're stepping through, you can see Holly say, "Wait a second," and then she holds out a hand and goes, psh, 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 psh. But you're just seeing these little like sparklers that last barely a quarter of a second.
Wow, Holly.
What the
Very
heck?
impressive.
Holly like shakes a hand, readjusts a crystal ring on her finger, just like, what the hell?
Crystals are out of alignment.
Yeah.
What's going on up there? Trying out a new spell, Holly?
My magic's not working.
Oh, how do I feel?
You're not quite in the room yet. Do you want to be?
I'm going to put a toe in.
Okay. Yeah, you have a similar feeling to when you step inside the Ring of Silence.
Well, it's been real. I'm just going to go. I'm not going in there. So, see ya.
Is my broom still flying with me?
It is rapidly descending. It is barely hovering off the ground, such that part of it is always touching the ground, but the other part of it is always just kind of lazily spinning in a circle, just sort of drifting in place.
Holly goes back out of this room.
Okay.
Can I do some sort of arcana check on the webs?
Yeah.
21.
So yeah, with that, you can conclude that definitely it's the webs that's causing this. You can also tell that the webs are weak in comparison to what they could be. The magic in them seems dormant, almost dead. Whatever's stopping the magic here.
Huh, yeah, it's definitely coming from these webs. Do you recognize these at all, Snack?
Do I recognize these?
That's our snack.
You recognize.
I don't know.
You recognize.
So stupid.
Just trying out a new word.
Today, the role of Snack will be played by understudy.
Barney the dinosaur.
Why don't we all just hug?
That's a really good Barney. You got to be Barney next time.
Okay, Tim.
Snack, you recognize the size of these webs and the patterns in which they're weaved, but you don't recognize this color or this effect that they have.
Is it Drider web?
Yes.
This is it's a big the Drider spider people. Yes, that's one.
Wasn't that your friend
Yeah, that loser we met back in the cave.
Lysander?
Lysander,
I feel
yes.
sick. You said friend. Why would you get that impression at all?
Because you betrayed each other.
That's true. Yes. Are we friends?
And you knew each other.
We did know each other.
You said you loved his music.
Are we afraid of these?
Oh.
Emery from the back of the room.
The goat man.
Yeah.
How did you get across the bridge?
You all keep like moving past these traps, and then Emery's kind of there back by himself, like, okay, and he just kind of like figures it out on his own schedule, and then catches up with you.
It's like cutscenes where like all of us adventuring, like struggling, like helping each other out, and then it cuts back to quiet, like
Carefully stepping over the bridge, carefully stepping over the rat holes,
He
swimming
like
through
feeds
water.
them a little cheese.
Yeah.
Earlier, you guys got blown back like right to where Emery is, and he didn't even notice.
Yeah. He
was
caught
dang-
one of you.
He was dangling off the cliff, and we were just like, "Oh, that was close." And then we kept going.
Oh, that's so good.
oh, Emery.
He's like, so are we just not going forward, or what are we doing?
Oh, Emery, you're not magic. You go in there.
He is very attached to something magic.
Yeah.
And gets very sick when he's not.
Yeah, the sword could still cut this web, maybe, though. It's still a sword.
Yeah, we can cut our way through here. We got to keep moving, Uli. I'm sorry.
All right, it's his funeral.
You
so.
got webs to cut? Oh, dunk. And he like moves past all of you guys. He like moves into the next room, and you hear like shing.
Yeah, but
Here we go.
is cutting them going to do anything? They still exist.
Just to get past him. Well, he seems to be having fun, at least.
Has it been about a minute yet?
Yeah.
I grab some gnome hands,
Okay.
knowing full well that something might happen.
Yeah, because of the choke in this cave and the fact that you guys are on the safe side of the wall, you do hear the wind gust go off, and Emery just comes sailing back through that hole and just gets jettisoned into this room through that tiny little focus point. The rest of you are fine being on the safe wall. But yeah, you see Emery go ass over tea kettle, and the sword gets stabbed right in the ground between his legs, and he looks up at all you and he goes, "That was cool."
I want to join. I take out a dagger and then go and start cutting webs too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start brain goring the webs.
Yeah. You, as you step in there, you all feel mundane. Definitely. You feel low energy and like the extra part of life has been sapped away from you. However,
Bert too?
Bert does not.
Okay.
Bert feels fine.
This really isn't too bad. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
Man, shut up.
I'm gonna sacred flame one of the webs too.
Okay.
That was excellent.
I don't know what character that was. But
That was the most, like, the best
That was
Uli thing
sassy
ever.
Uli. I love that.
Bert launches a sacred flame into the webs, and Snack, you're cutting at them, and Emery has got his greatsword out, and he's cutting at them again as well. This radiant flame, however, hits kind of near the ceiling where these webs are massed up in the corners of the ceiling, and it burns downward rapidly, and it just kind of engulfs this whole room.
Oops.
You all just kind of like turn to leave, and by the time you turn, it's already over. And sure, it singed your clothing or something, but they burn so readily that this room is just completely clear now. Nothing to worry about.
Is it safe now? Can I come inside? I did not want to go in there.
Yeah, they're gone.
How's the magic feel? Non-existent still?
You can still feel a sort of pressure against your magic.
Same amount or less?
Much less. You could
Okay.
cast if you really had to. Just might be weakened.
Is there a pathway out now?
Yeah, there's a pretty clear way forward here. You're actually starting to descend a little bit again. This comes to another tight choke point, to the point where you all have to crawl on your belly.
Ugh.
The ceiling is maybe 1 foot from the floor here. So you have to like suck in all the way and just hope it doesn't go wrong. Hope that the mountain doesn't descend an inch on top of you. Eventually, the floor drops out in front of you. You are all on your bellies, kind of one in front of the other, shimmying through this narrow chasm. And below you is a raging river that follows directly in line with this path. It's about a 20-foot drop into the river, and you can see the way continues ahead of you, but there's no ground beneath you to support the journey.
So we have to cross the river.
Yes. There is no bridge here. There are stalactites on the ceiling.
So it's a tunnel, and then the ground is gone, and it's a river, and then it's a tunnel on the other side.
Yep, at the same height, yeah.
Why is there no bridge here, Snack?
there used to be a bridge.
Holly zooms around the room and tries to see if there is anything, investigate to see if there's anything that can help.
Thank you. Give me investigate with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're supposed to
you're
look
doing-
around in dungeons?
I gotta stop feeding you guys stuff. You gotta learn how to play D&D.
Oh, man.
You haven't been feeding us.
11.
We just have a bunch of bread.
That's fine. I'll just swallow it. Holly, you see nothing of interest.
Can I look harder?
So Snack like grew up in this.
Yeah.
Maybe it took a little while, but it's starting to hit home. He's getting his KoBOLD legs again. Perhaps something clicks for him. Do I recognize this river?
So you know that this river is bad. It's a killer. It usually wasn't a problem to cross because there was a bridge here. This was also I didn't think of a funny KoBOLD word for it, but this is a pretty common like graffiti room. A lot of writing on the walls here. You know that not all of the writing is in Draconic, though. Some of it is actually in Elvish and Dwarvish.
Oh, I recognize this place. We should probably stay here for a moment and read some messages. It's quite funny.
Ah, yes. They call this environmental storytelling.
Yes, of course.
I can't read any of this.
That was my thing, Willie Dunn. Never mind.
Bert can read it.
Yeah, you speak.
Bert would like to investigate the graffiti.
It says try butthole. No. It says,
Hidden
the
path ahead.
graffiti in Elvish says, "Little river, don't expect so much from yourself. No one expects you to rush all day. Take a moment's rest and swell without guilt in your leisure."
Oof, elves. All right. Let's try the dwarf one.
The Dwarvish one is just a word that you're trying to think of the ambiguity for, but you can't understand any other definition than the word one.
Holly, that one, does it say one?
Yep.
Oh, by the way, if you fall into that river, I think you die, if I remember correctly.
Well, I don't know what that dwarf one means.
It might be just the 1 minute thing, where it all goes off.
Oh, sure.
What's the other stuff say?
Oh, some hippie elf stuff about little river. Don't work so hard. You're working too hard.
Yeah.
Take a load off, little river.
I love that poem.
I thought
I'll actually read it.
Word for word, Bert.
I thought we killed all the elves that were down here. Oh.
Bird's gonna read it out loud.
The river sort of slows.
Oh, I can talk to rivers.
The water level begins to rise until it almost meets the edge of the tunnel that you're at. And the water becomes completely calm and still.
I say we cross this pretty fast.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Holly flies across with her broom.
Emery
Can you
catches
swim?
up and dips in. Yeah.
With bones?
You can have a bone boat.
To float.
Okay.
Holly, you have to delicately weave between the stalactites on the ceiling here and the surface of the water to get across. There's enough room, but you'll have to go about as slowly as the swimmers.
Okay.
The swimmers feel a little bit of a current moving against you. And when you're near the end of this, the dwarf word makes perfect sense as the water level starts to go off or starts to sink right after the trap goes off one more time. You can decide amongst yourselves, but I need an order in which you're going to exit the river.
I would have been near the end.
So last, or close to last?
I would be close to last, if not last.
I did say swim.
I was
swim
telling
first.
everyone to go. I would be probably first.
Okay.
Okay.
Not to be that guy.
So we'll say Bert and Uli get up without issue. That leaves Holly is kind of in a different predicament altogether. Snack, do you think you would be in front of Emery or behind him?
In front of Emery. Yeah.
Okay.
I would have let Emery go ahead of me.
Okay.
So polite.
The water level begins to sink as the current becomes more intense after a few of you have gotten out. Snack, as you're lifting yourself out of the water, you notice that you had to pull yourself up a couple feet to get out there. You look back and see that the water is now visibly rushing away from you, the way that the river was going initially. You can see that Tibio and Emery are being pushed back in the current.
Bert, read the poem again.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, little river.
I cast telekinesis in
Okay.
front of them. Sorry.
Emery goes, "Don't forget about me."
I want to scoop them, but you do your thing.
Yep.
I'm just holding them.
I say it.
Bert, give me a history check to remember the verbatim incantation.
I never took that feat that's like you remember
Keen
everything
mind.
that you read.
Yeah.
I probably should. That's going to be a 20.
Oh, well. Okay. Yeah. So you see Emery and
No,
Tibio.
sorry, it's an 18.
Oh. You see Emery and Tibio. Yeah, they both go kind of tumbling backwards through the river. The water gets more aggressive such that it starts kind of bobbing them both beneath the water's surface.
Scope
Yeah.
up. Both of them.
If you had to focus your effort on one of them, who would
Tibio.
it be?
No question.
Let me finish.
We'll say Tibio, you scooped out of the water, no issue. He's just dripping into the river. Gonna need you to make an Arcana check to save Emery.
15.
You've got kind of a split focus now as you've got Tibio suspended in midair and the current is pulling harder and harder on Emery. He's reaching out such that you can grab his hand and hold him there, but you're struggling to pull both of them back in.
Don't be such a bitch, River.
Slow
Little
the fuck
bitch
down.
river, don't work so damn hard. I'm gonna reach out with one of my spines and grab Emery by the wrist.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you feel Emery like slowly slipping by the second as your three spines combine to form one 15-foot long extension that Emery is able to grasp onto. Uli, you can focus your efforts on Tibio now that they've got a hold of each other.
And I just drag them in a line.
Yeah. You've got a firm hold of them. As you pull harder and harder, you feel the river is actually easing up again, and the water level begins to rise as Bert nailed the incantation on his first try. You're able to pull the two of them back onto land, and Emery dramatically sputters water as if he had been drowning.
Nice save, Uli.
Thanks, Tibio. I'm so glad you're alive.
Yes, and also Emery, we managed to get him out as well.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I slap him very hard on the back to like get water out of his lungs.
He looks at you and says, "Uli, when I was down there
Nope.
beneath the waves.
We're not doing this.
Hey, wait up! He stands up and moves along with the rest of you.
Let's hope there's no more elvish poetry on the way.
You follow this stone cavern until on your right is suddenly this elegant brickwork archway that leads into a real-ass dungeon.
Is it elegant?
Elegant. So elegant.
Wow, look at how elegant this is.
What a fancy archway.
Snack, you are looking up at the big stairs. These are very big stairs. The spacing between the stairs is actually comfortable for a human, but there's a lot of stairs here. It climbs a good distance up the mountain. These stairs are also heavily trapped.
Can I vibe check?
Sure.
7.
They're elegant.
Elegant stairs.
These are really nice stairs.
Have I been up these stairs before?
A long time ago, probably. This was a place where you would play as a child, and then you wised up and were wise enough not to play here.
Holly's going to investigate and look for what's the rope thing that pulls you up at the ski place?
A tow rope?
A tow rope. Holly's going to look for a tow rope.
Okay.
Or a chateau with wine. No, I'm just kidding.
I think you mean chalet.
Is it chalet? What's chateau?
Chateau is
a house.
Chalet is the like lounge where you go to drink instead of ski. Chateau is the house that you live in the mountains.
It's a,
Okay, so they're both mountain related.
and they're both shelters. And
Well-
a chapeau is a hat.
It's like a mountain for your head.
It's like a Chalamet.
A Chalamet?
A chaperone.
Okay. I got a 5 for investigation.
We're going to have to take that again. There's a lot left.
I say leave it.
Oh, Jesus.
Then we have to leave the whole chateau thing.
Yeah. It was good.
Snack's gonna look for shallots.
You find shallots. You find Jean Shallot in the staircase.
Tibio is going to look around for traps specifically.
Yeah. And Holly, what did you actually end up doing?
Holly was investigating for a tow rope or some sort of thing to bring her up the mountain.
And what'd you get?
A 5.
Yeah, okay. Tibio?
You're sitting on one.
22.
You best start believing in tow ropes, Holly. You're on one. Sorry, that popped into my head. I was sure to leave a nice cut there for the 22.
I was looking for something for my friends, I should clarify, not just for me.
Okay, yeah.
So Snack's like, hey everyone, and then everyone starts doing the thing.
Discovering by triggering all of them. Tibio, with the 22, you find the first kind of trap here. A section of these stairs, about 2 feet by 2 feet. When you press down on it really hard, it springs up with incredible force, and it would fling anyone on it backwards down the stairs.
Everyone, watch out for this thing. It will bounce you off of the stairs. Go around.
Oh, there's traps up here.
You turn to look at the ceiling, and you can see that there are like bones stuck in the ceiling from people being jettisoned at the
Oh
rocks. here.
boy.
Yikes.
Tibio goes around it
Okay.
and carefully gestures everyone around it very assertively.
I got to admit, this one seems kind of fun, but I'll avoid it.
Okay.
Fun until it is not.
And Tibio points to the ceiling.
You all hear this distant, and the trap goes off in this room. Everybody roll a d20.
Everybody
one of
roll
those.
down the stairs. Do we add anything?
Nope.
Please?
Nope.
8.
2.
10.
15.
19.
Tibio, Snack, and Uli found some new springboards.
I'm on the shit end of the table.
Sorry.
I need a DC. Sorry, I don't need to tell you the DC. Give me a wisdom save, the three of you. This is to notice the springboard in time to move off of it.
I would like 2 Tides of Chaos my roll to get advantage. That's not any better.
Okay.
8.
16.
16.
Incredible. Okay.
Just kidding. 18, because I do have proficiency in wisdom saving throws.
Snack and Tibio are fine. You step off of your plate. You feel a little bit of a rattling beneath you, and you move off of that square. Uli.
Hey, does anyone feel that?
Yeah, Uli, you are jettisoned down the stairs.
What about Emery?
I don't think you quite hit the ceiling. We'll get to Emery.
Oh, when did Uli learn how to fly?
Not as bad as it could be. That is 7 bludgeoning damage as you hit the stairs and continue to roll. The next trap, Bert with a 15, you fall into this category. Boulders drop from the ceiling and roll down the stairs.
That seems bad.
Bert, I need you to make a dexterity save to get out of the way of the boulders before they destroy your body.
Gnomes are dexterous.
Can you
right?
guide yourself?
15.
Can you guide yourself?
Well, if you allow it.
I think you guys have gotten used to the rhythm of the traps here.
16.
Well done, Bert. Bert.
Was it a matter of one?
Bert graciously sidesteps this kind of stream of boulders. It's actually not very wide, but they are suspiciously spherical as they roll down the stairs, kind of thumping stair after stair. Bert, you just barely save your skin. Let's see if Emery survived, because he was in the same category.
You know, we should not have had Tim get Elden Ring.
You know that thing when somebody who cares for you is driving and they slam the brakes hard and they put their arm out to stop you from
Yep.
falling forward? Emery actually reaches down to like help you, Bert, to save you. You don't need it, but he does like put his arm down to protect you. And then immediately he like pulls it back.
Cute.
Well, thanks, Emery.
And finally, Holly, up on the broom, you are doused in water pouring from the ceiling that is also rolling down the stairs. I need you to
Always
make
so wet.
a strength save from you, Holly.
It's a nat one.
No. Oh no.
Cool. Yeah, Holly, you are knocked from your broom. You sail all the way back down the stairs. You are at the very beginning of this room. That's really all that does, actually.
So Uli and Holly are back at the beginning, kind of?
Yes.
I'm okay.
These stairs are pretty tricky.
Snug, is there something at the top that just like turns all of them off? Is there
What?
a button or a lever that just turns all of it off
Why would we do that, Tibio?
so that you could take a break from the traps?
But then anyone could come and sneak up on us.
But then you would turn it back on once you were done.
I don't know. We never got to the top, I don't think.
In the midst of your conversation, as Uli and Holly are getting back on their feet, Bert sees a dot of white light in the middle of the staircase begin to widen.
Oh, hey, it's one of those portals of someone coming to kill us. Is that part of the stairs snack?
I don't recall. No.
That's a new one.
Yes.
Do you need us up there?
As soon as you can, yes, probably.
Yeah, I need you to. We need you to do that thing where you close the weave, and it's very complicated.
Cool. Okay. Come in.
I'm gonna attack the dot.
Okay. Yeah, nothing has quite come through yet.
Yeah, I just want to attack it to not let it gain strength.
Okay. For clarity's sake, I'm going to have you all take one like surprise round effectively before this thing is in the scene.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost, making a ranged spell attack. Natural 1.
Damn. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, you go to cast Ray of Frost on it, and this might have happened anyway, Tibio, but as you're casting on this dot, you can see your Ray of Frost is bending almost like light through a black hole, that when it gets close to this dot, it actually kind of like arcs into a sphere and then spirals into the dot. It's just sort of eating all of it.
Okay.
Hurry up here as fast as you can. I think I can block it. I'll slow it down. I'll draw an Ingress ink line around it.
Okay.
Awesome.
You do so.
You guys, we dealt with this before. We can try to close the tear. And then Holly, I'm guessing we're kind of close together now.
Yeah.
Holly whites out her eyes and tries to see the weave.
And then Holly comes up behind me and does the ghost thing. With
Holly tries to guide Uli to help close up the weave.
Can we do that with the Ingress going?
You'd be able to like interact with the thing inside of the Ingress ink.
Okay. So I'm going to make big, stupid, clumsy stitches with my hands.
Yeah, Holly can see the gaping tear in the weave here, and it was a fast and ugly affair. This thing literally just kind of burst through with full force. This spirit seems to know what it's doing much more than the last one did.
I can see the spirit, though, yes?
It's starting to emerge. Yeah, you see a dwarf face.
It's crowning.
God, you see a dwarf face with chains in its beard and murder in its eyes, and it is busting through the weave to try to exist here.
Tibio, didn't you know a song or something to banish him? There's a little guy coming through.
All I did was push on him last time. And I'm going to reach out with my necromancy.
I need an Arcana check from Holly and Uli, and then Tibio roll one as well, and yours will replace one of theirs.
Just like last time.
Yeah, this is our very cool combo.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Doesn't my roll have to replace one of their rolls?
No, yours is a support roll.
That's good.
Yeah.
We'll leave mine a secret.
What was yours?
17.
Oh, nice.
Tibio trips on the stairs.
Your effort was strong, but not complete.
Snack, can't you do anything? You're a Cursebreaker now.
Get back in there.
The spirit has pushed its way through, and you see this dwarf now floating inside the circle of ingress, staring at each of you. Literal flames jetting from its eyes. This thing is furious. It is looking for a target among you, waiting for the ingress ink to die.
Snack, do something. That's what Ollie said. I'll Eldritch Blast the dwarf.
Yeah.
All right. Got a 18 and 18. 26
I forgot how
Three
much
now?
damage he does.
and a 22 to hit.
Yeah, those all hit.
Okay. 35, 41 damage.
Okay.
How?
We're gonna stay.
What
We're
the
gonna
fuck?
actually stay back here, and Snack's gonna go fight the dragon by himself.
All right. Smart ass. So I think the Eldritch Blast explodes the ingress ink. Regardless of which way you're going at it, that much force is going to cause it to shatter, freeing the spirit. You do see that it is instantly bloodied as it busts through.
My inkies.
So I think that's been everybody has taken at least one action here.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to declare official initiative if y'all don't mind real quick.
20.
Stairs.
I do, in fact, mind.
Natural 20.
Wow. The bad guy also got a 20. So
Like a natural
Yeah.
20?
Fuck.
The fuck? How do we... Is it Uli v. Ghost?
yeah.
It's by dex, isn't it? Like whoever has the higher dex.
13 is my dex.
Yeah, Cobra's got you beat.
Cobra.
Sorry, that's his code name in here. I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's not like he's a total badass or anything.
Get you, Cursebreakers.
I like how Tim comes up with code words for his enemies just in case.
Named himself Cobra.
But he doesn't have donkey jokes prepared. So I don't.
And then when we
What
ask
the
you
hell?
for names, you're like, Kevin.
I only got the 20s. What did everybody else get?
Hannah got 8.
17.
7.
I manufactured 20.
I roll a 17 and I'll go fourth.
All right. First up is the trap goes off. Oh, Emery's here. Hold on. Initiative.
Oh, Emery.
I was literally going to cast gaseous form on him so he could follow us,
Yeah.
but
Oh, nice.
As a
be
cast.
non-existent for most of it.
Just bubbled
Yeah.
while we
Yeah.
actually go through this.
Come on, fart. Let's go. Uli is up first. The gate has been closed, for your information. You guys did successfully seal the gate. However, this thing is still here to kill you.
Uli is going to kill it.
You just might.
I'm just going to magic missile it. I'm a magic missile at a second level. 11 damage.
Nice. Okay. Each little bolt does seem to impact it. You see it kind of like shifting from side to side as if someone's just like punching it in opposite shoulders. And then it seems to regain its footing. It then charges at Uli, not to destroy her, but to inhabit her. This dwarf spirit with chains in its beard begins to float towards you, and then it accelerates faster and faster, and it dives towards you as if it's going to tackle you. But instead, it just comes after you with its arms out as if to choke you, and it tries to settle inside of your body. However, you're able to put up your arms and brace against it in a literal grapple.
Okay. Is that a contested
Yes, it is.
strength?
Yes. Or dexterity if that serves you.
No, my strength is real good right now.
Okay.
16.
When this thing charges at Uli, you all see these spectral white hands reach up out of Uli's body and grapples against this spirit, and then you see Uli's arms catch up with her own spirit.
Cool.
Whoa.
She's grappling against this thing, and you see it force her arms down to her sides, and then it presses its forehead against Uli, and it merges with her.
No.
You see Uli turn to the rest of you and say, "There we go."
There we go.
Snack, it is your turn.
So Uli is possessed. To get someone unpossessed, Snack thinks he Eldritch Blast. No?
Generally, that's what you do.
That is what Snack does.
Uli, you have betrayed us. Just kidding. This will probably help. I'm going to get that dwarf out of you.
You just see Snack aiming his fingers. Let's get that dwarf out of here.
Got a 13 for the first attack.
Does not hit.
20 for the second.
Okay.
15 for the third.
Does not hit.
He's got better AC than me.
14 damage.
Okay.
Am I taking it or no?
You also take 14 damage.
Okay.
Uli, you are kind of knocked sideways. You all see the spirit kind of like spill out of Uli for a second and then rejoin her. It is not enough to shake it out. Anything else, Snack?
Nope.
Bert.
Okay. Bert casts command on Cobra Uli.
Okay. It's so weird that I said that out loud.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save gets a natural 20.
What the fuck?
What was the command word?
Eat.
It says no.
All right.
Am I aware of this thing inside of me?
Yeah.
Is there any way to like mentally fight it?
On your turn, you can
Okay.
take a fight against it. That fight gets harder and harder each turn.
Okay.
Who's closest to Uli right now?
Snack.
For my bonus action, I will send Book over to protect Snack.
Okay.
Aw.
Did you name it Book?
Its name is Book.
Snack, the book comes flying towards you, its pages just like fluttering back and forth, and then it stops on a page that just says hello in big text. And then it like flutters closed again.
What is this?
I'll show you how cool books can be, Snack.
It is Holly's turn.
Holly
Holly got a 15.
is gonna phantasmal killer that dwarf guy in Uli's body.
Holly got a 15.
Holly got a 15. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Killer to tap into the nightmares of a creature.
Okay. It's got some pretty vivid nightmares. What's the save on that?
Wisdom saving throw.
Do I also get them?
Yes. Dwarf boy got a 3.
Yep, that fails.
Yes, it does.
Would I personally also have to make a save against that?
Yeah, pretty much whatever happens to this thing is going to happen to you too.
What is it? A wisdom?
Yeah.
11?
That fails.
Okay.
Welcome to your nightmares, Uli.
Okay, yeah, so
Okay.
you're now cursed with the nightmares.
You are the nightmare wizard.
Uli is standing at the altar
twist.
with Dave and Emery.
Oh no.
And the priest
And
says,
Emery.
you have to choose.
Yeah. And we'll kill the other one. And the priest is Bert.
You have to choose.
All right, Tibio, it's your turn.
I'm so excited. So I look at Uli and I say, "Don't worry, we're going to take care of this." And I cast Spirit Shroud, and a bunch of spirits kind of pop into existence, like they're flitting in and out of this reality without a gate. They're just kind of like getting pulled in by my magic.
Yeah.
And flitting all around me, and they're just little like gray clouds that are just going whew.
Yeah. I think you all hear the subtle fluttering of wings, actually, as you see little birds flit in and out of existence.
And then I turn to Cabruli and I say, "Hey, you big meanie, get out of there!" And I cast Vicious Mockery.
Nice. Okay.
And it does a wisdom saving throw.
Do I also have to do that, yes.
Yes. 13.
That fails.
All right.
11.
That also fails.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, we're all hurting Uli, right?
Yeah.
1d4 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. It takes another 1d8. And I'm going to do radiant damage in the hopes that that's going to expel the invader.
For sure.
Okay, so it is 5 psychic, 5 radiant.
Okay. Tibio finishes a vicious mockery, and then you see Uli start to shake her head from like hearing these words, and she like clasps her like hands on her head and starts shaking, and then kind of asynchronous from Uli's head shaking, you can start to see the dwarf's head shaking, and then it shakes and shakes until the two of them have shaken apart, and the dwarf is standing there like clasping its hands over its head and kind of rocking back and forth. It is effectively incapacitated. It is Emery's turn in the initiative. So Emery raises his sword. You hear him whisper a prayer. It glows golden, and he brings it down on this spirit. It hits.
Please tell me the boy eats souls.
And you see it split in twain. You see there's a radiant effect to his greatsword. He splits the spirit, and sure enough, you see the child spirit reach out and grab the 2 halves of this thing and just absorb them.
Yeah.
Emery, have you reconnected with your...
And I point up in the air.
His eyes are glowing golden, and he looks back down towards you, and he says, "No."
Okay, never mind.
His eyes kind of return to normally, and you see his sword sort of cool down, and he says, "Faith is a funny thing. You can have faith in just about anything. Doesn't have to be a deity." And then he kind of gives his sword a little flourish.
Amen, brother.
He points at Bernie and goes, "He gets me."
We saw your boy. Did he eat the other spirit?
Sent him back or absorbed him. He looks at either side of his sword and he says, "To be honest, I don't know."
Wow. I'm glad we brought you.
Uli, are you okay?
No one's ever.
Oh,
gonna love
shit,
me.
hey.
No one loves me. No one loves me. No one loves
Uli,
me.
it's okay.
No, don't touch me.
No,
don't
we're
touch
here.
me.
We're here. It's okay.
Uli, bam, it goes off.
Yeah.
Not the trap, but
The
your nightmares.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Can you turn that off?
I think Holly can dismiss it, yeah.
At the end of your turn, you can. No, she can. I can turn it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all were distracted.
Yeah.
She's just not willing to.
Yeah, I'll drop it after I hear Uli crying and screaming in pain.
Thank you. A 2 whole HP.
Yeah, Holly drops the spell, and Uli, you're still a little bit shaken.
Sorry, Uli.
I can't believe you called Uli a big meanie, Tibio.
I was not talking about Uli. You know that
You're
snack. You don't
clearly
need to be
looking at-
rude.
Uli, but, well,
It's not funny. You see how upset she is.
Uli, are you okay?
Ow.
I'm gonna heal you, okay, Uli?
Okay. You guys hit pretty hard.
thanks.
Bert casts heal on Uli.
Heal?
The spell heal.
Is that like super high level?
You have 70 more hit points.
70? I don't even have 70 total.
Uli, your eyes kind of white out as you stare straight up, and the ceiling rips open, and you see a massive bearded figure like spread the world apart and lower its face down towards you, and it gives you a little like raised hand. It goes, "High five."
Wow.
You give it a high five, and then your vision clears, and you realize you were just touching Bert's book.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you all about it later if you want.
Oh, Bert. Okay.
How was
Where
that? Do
am
you
I?
feel better?
Yeah, I feel great.
Can we get going? I'm a little worried about, the whole trap situation.
Bert, as the book returns to you, you see the last couple words being written in there saying, "And though Holly was incredibly impatient, Uli was just fine."
There's traps.
Through enough struggling and effort, you are able to ascend the rest of the big stairs. You've
Yay.
got a pretty good idea of what to watch out for here. The boulders, the water deluge, the springboards. A few of you might fall a couple times, but nothing enough to hold you back forever. What you rise into is another break in the cave wall. This place is kind of collapsed, and so you have to take another detour back into the actual caves. What you see here, Snack, becomes familiar. This is stuff that you saw on the daily. when you lived in these mountains. You are very close to your homeland. This area is called the Dead Flush. As you're rounding a corner here, you can see this massive pile of thin bones and grime and like algae and general filth. You can see there's actual refuse in here, garbage and litter and broken things. Among them, dead bodies of all sorts, all sizes, and again, just hordes of small bones.
Oh, yuck, Snuck, is this where you lived?
Yes.
This is a terrible way to treat your dead.
Hey, Tibio.
Hey,
This is my home. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at all of this garbage. What are you doing?
Tibio.
Tibio gestures at a pile of garbage, and when he gestures, it just kind of like starts to shudder and disperses, and you realize it wasn't a pile of garbage, it was a ball of cockroaches. And they all just burst apart and run in different directions.
Snack,
Just
maybe he has a point.
No, just a couple of days ago, Tibio, trying to talk about killing Bert's parents and now criticizing my home. Look, this is where I'm from, and I was excited for you all to come here, and now I'm not.
I'm happy to be here.
Snack has his arms crossed and is facing away from everyone.
There's no bloodworms here.
Right.
Everyone's hometown has its issues.
It's everyone's got quirks, right? Yes.
Yeah, my hometown tried to kill us all multiple times.
Right.
So true.
Yes. Anyways, this was my cousin over here, and I don't remember who that was.
You looking around this room, you can all see like piles of eggshells, and you can see like obviously infant kobolds are stacked like by the hundreds in here.
Sad.
Yes. This is where the babies fight. It's really
The babies fight?
right.
Oh, Snuck.
Survival of the fittest.
Yes, of course.
Snack, something you're not used to, there's actually been a blockage in this. As you round another corner, you see that this tunnel has been entirely blocked by bones and other debris, but it's causing the water here to slow to a trickle, leaving a lot more of this high and dry than it used to be. In fact, there's a plateau, and from that little plateau in here, which is above the water level, safe and dry to actually spend some time on, you can smell fire smoke coming from that area. In fact, you can see some firelight.
Interesting. It appears we may not be alone.
Good thing we've been practicing being kobold so good. Yes.
Yes, back in kobold mode.
And then you hear,
Bullock. Small snack. Come back.
Uh-oh.
thanks so much for listening. I'm Tim, your DM and your genie.
I'm Hannah, playing Holly Hyacinth.
I'm Thomas. I play Engelbert F.F. Wisherspoon.
I'm Tara, and I play Tibio Famur.
I'm John. I play Snack the Kobold.
And I'm Maggie, playing Uli.
Hey, hi friend, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. You know, we'd really love to hear from you. You can rate and review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to this awesome podcast. Don't forget to tell them Holly sent you.